Well, people, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what are we doing today? How are we doing today? You see, I messed that up on purpose. Um, Shoot, welcome to the Six Man Convo. Um, this is your boy, Just K Styles, aka the Six Man. Hey, how are we doing this glorious, glorious? I didn't have to work today, so that's why it's glorious to me. But for real, how's everybody doing here? We got a couple. Let's see if we can get a couple more people in here before we get started. Um, let's see. We already got Mr. Motivator in the. We got John. What's going on? Tev Sports and Gaming. Asia Green. What's going on, Mama? How are y'all doing today? Ghost Peppers. What's happening? What's happening? Um, I know y'all see the title of this video. I thought I kind of a little bit since there's not really too much Falcons news going on until one more week when training camp starts. Did y'all hear that? Training camp is around the corner. Jude Talk, what's going on, man? Y'all make sure y'all show some love to Jude Talk Sports in the chat. Um, but yeah. But before I get to the topic at hand, make sure y'all go ahead and, like I said, share this video. Hey, make sure if y'all know people that's not subscribed to this channel, tell them about it because this is going to be the information that you need that you're going to enjoy. Atlanta Nation, what's going on? Yes, Asia Green, I heard about Greg Knapp. Yeah, that unfortunate. Yes, the guy that is responsible for the DVD offense, which we will be talking about later as well. But yeah, if a lot of people don't know what happened with Greg Knapp was a bicycle accident. Um, he got struck by a car. He just didn't make it. But like I said, hey, rest in peace to Greg Knapp. He was very for the Atlanta for between 2004 and 2006. Um, Come on, man, we gotta get a couple likes in here before we gotta get a couple likes in here. But before I start with the TJ Duckett talk, I wonder if a lot of people have heard the NFL news going around that just came out today. If a lot of people don't know, is they have they have announced the COVID-19 protocols as far as the vaccinations and stuff like that. So if a lot of people that don't know, the FBI saying where is Dirk Cutter? No, he retired. I don't know where he at. They looking for Dirk Cutter. They said, boy, he's a wanted man for for that garbage ass offense he done put in Atlanta for the last couple years. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this out the way. This is what I like the beginning babble. It'll be like 5 minute babble, 5, 10 minute babble. So if a lot of people don't know, the NFL put out some protocols as far as the COVID-19 and vaccination versus unvaccinated players and stuff like that. Um, I actually have some information here that I'm gonna share with y'all. So basically, what they're saying now is they are not rescheduling games in case of outbreak. I'm just gonna paraphrase this in the right way that I know how to do better. They're not going to reschedule games for shit because they said they're not trying to extend the season. Now, what does that mean? That means if a team gets hit with a COVID outbreak, it's a possibility that team is going to have to forfeit that game and pay for the damages of said game. So basically, what they're doing here is they're trying to make sure all the players are getting vaccinated, because if they don't get vaccinated, like you said, an outbreak, and like I said, if if an outbreak happens to a team, and a lot of their players, and like I said, a lot of players gonna catch. So if a breakout happens, that team's gonna have to forfeit that game, and that's gonna be a loss on their record. And they gotta cover the damages of the game. They gotta pay for that time spot. Yes, they better have depth on that reserve squad. If you ain't got no reserves on that squad, you literally gonna be done out here. And I heard about DeAndre Hopkins say he quit. He'll rather quit than take the vaccine, and that's a thing. And like I said, I'm not gonna dabble too much into this, but the thing I would always say is you can't force nobody to do something that they don't want to do. You gotta show respect to that player or that person that said they don't want to do it. But Michael Walker, what's going on, man? Appreciate you joining in. Yeah, Atlanta Nation here. I guess he's busting out laughing at the FBI. But I didn't want to get that little tidbit out the way. We're gonna let's go straight into what we're gonna be talking about tonight. And I'm gonna give you a hypothesis of how this came up. I was having a discussion with a few friends of mine, and we was talking about TJ Duckett, and he said that Duckett was trash. He wasn't that good. He was okay, but he wasn't that good. So it got me to thinking, was forget the spelling. I fat fingered something, as you see, fat fingers. Yeah. So basically, we're gonna say, was TJ Duckett really a first round bust? If y'all don't remember TJ Duckett, let me get that banner out. That banner got me looking all embarrassed and stuff. Was TJ Duckett really a first round bust? Let's look at the situation. This in that 2002 off season. Remember, this was the off season that Michael Vick got a chance to start for the first time. They just brought in Ward Dunn, and TJ Duckett was available because they wanted to recreate that Dunn all-stock combo. So they pretty much tried to use that same formula, as you want to have the lightning and the hammer. That was TJ Duckett. He was the hammer, is what they wanted to bring him in as. But now, if we look at that 2002 draft class, and a lot of people would say, well, he was kind of a reach. That first round wasn't all that great. Well, once you get past a certain amount, right where the Falcons had picked around. But like I said, I got some noticeable names in that first round in 2000. Well, in that draft, the first couple rounds in 2002, I got notable names. I got Ed Reed. Of course, everybody know Ed Reed, one of the greatest safeties of all time. We got Clint Portis, Charles Grant, Lito Shepard. Now, are these kind of guys that you feel like the Falcons should have got instead? Or no? But the reality of it is they wanted to recreate that thunder, lightning, boom, boom. They needed somebody. They needed a red zone that they wanted that they wanted that hammer. Now, when we look at TJ Duckett, I'm gonna throw some stats in here for you. In 4 years, well, was it 4 years? Yeah, in 4 years as an Atlanta Falcon, ran the ball 552 times for 275 yards, 31 touchdowns. Now, you may say for a first round pick, kind of that's a bust. He didn't live up to it. Hey, exactly. They wanted to run the damn ball. Let me go ahead and put it up here. This is what they want to do. They want to run the damn ball. And remember, Michael Vick was a first-year starter that year. So we didn't know we didn't know how he was gonna maturate. We knew he was excited as far as running the ball, but we didn't know how this team was gonna ascend or how Michael Vick was gonna ascend going into that first year. So they brought in a couple running backs just to soften the blow on him. But if I tell you the honest truth, I don't believe TJ Duckett was a bust. As funny as that sounds, he was not a bust. He was brought in to do a role. Let me repeat that again. He was brought in to do a role, and that was to be the power back. Doesn't that sound familiar? It sounds like Mike Davis, right? He brought in to be the power back. Now, TJ Duckett himself, like I said, he wasn't exciting. He wasn't the flashy guy. He was like he was like one of those names where it was like, huh? Who? But if you looked at that offense closely, especially from 2002 to 2006, he was the guy that got the tough yards. He was the guy that you ran the 3rd and 1s. That's what he did. That's all his role was, just the 3rd and 1 guy. Remember, that first year you had Bob Christian as the fullback. Before Bob Christian got injured, he, like I said, he was that running back that was doing the damn thing. But they wanted to recreate Mike Allstott. Now, everybody loves the hold on, let me put one more picture up. See. And yes, at 6 foot 250 pounds, he damn sure was a hammer. Look at them biceps. Look at them shoulder pads. This dude literally was a UPS truck. But I won't even lie to you. And like I said, TJ Duckett was one of my favorite players on that Falcon team. Even though he wasn't the most popular, he was one of my favorites because me personally, I like the power backs. I like the fullbacks. Those are the players that I like. We're gonna get into some of y'all comments here. See what y'all think. Do y'all feel like TJ Duckett was a bull? Or do you feel like he just glorified and played his role to the right impact that he had? Mr. Motivator said we better mix it up this year. Yes, I believe that's the game plan because you have to mix it up. You can't win playing one way. You have to mix it up. Michael Walker said injuries. Yeah, I mean, especially around that time. See, you also have to remember it was a different game back then where you really had linebackers that were that met your ass in the hole. So yeah, you getting hit was gonna be a lot more painful back then. Even now, you dealing with 225, 230-pound linebackers. You wasn't dealing with no 270 guys. Yes, Jonathan Bell. Yes, and the goal line too. Yes, that's why they called it that. That's why every time he did that touchdown celebration, he nailed that thing in the coffin. He nailed it to the ground because that's what he was. He was the closer. He was the guy that okay, we in the goal. This is where his job is. This is what we brought him here for. Run the ball down their throats in the red zone. 3rd and 1. He's 250 pounds. Ain't nobody stopping him. Now he pitter pattered when he wasn't on the goal line, but when he got full head of steam, oh, he banged that he bust that through the line. see, Ted Sports Game said, I feel like he was an okay replacement for Jamal Anderson because he didn't play that year. We didn't know if Jamal was going to be good or not coming off of 2 torn ACLs. Yes, that's true. That is true. But I feel like at that time they was going to try to go a little bit in a different direction anyway. Um, it just depends. Like I said, it depends on how I look at it. That's a good point right there. I like that point. Yeah, I just feel like with them bringing in Ward Dunn that year, they wanted a power back to complement, just like Mike Allstott did with Ward Dunn in Tampa Bay. Yep, Jonathan Bell. Yep, the nail in the hammer. That's all he did, and that's 20. And remember, 31 touchdowns in 5 seasons with the Falcons. So at 3.9 yards a carry. So you knew what his role was. Um, Blackheart said, I look at him like Sanu was for us. There is a role, and they both played theirs. If we brought him in to complete premier back, I say bust, but we didn't. Yeah, because you have to remember, even at that. See, the thing about first round picks is subjective. It's just based on needs. It's based on where in the draft. Um, I looked at that draft too, and that's why I put the disclaimer on the noticeable draft picks that came afterwards, as far as the Ed Reeds, the Clinton Portises, the Charles Grants, the Lito Shepherds, the Sheldon Browns, that ended up playing longer than TJ Duckett and more successful. We already know Ed Reed, but at that time, at they wanted to shore up as much of the running game as they can so they could take the pressure off of Michael Vick for trying to be too much, trying to do too much. Just know, okay, I got 2 running backs back here that I know that if I put the ball in their hands or run the damn ball, what they got to do. And then I have the ability to run the ball myself. So they're helping me while I'm helping them while they're helping me. And that's how Michael Vick cut. That's how Darren Reeves did it. That's what Darren Reeves, because Darren Reeves, we have to remember, Reeves loved to run the football. Even going back to his Denver days, they loved to run the football. If it was one running back, it was 2. Tony Wright, what's going on? And what's going on? Appreciate you joining us. The real, yes, we talking about the DVD offense today. But yeah. It was a good time. It was a good time. It was a definitely good pick for that role, um, which will definitely lead to the next topic. But I want y'all to go ahead and start putting some comments in here. Like I said, giving your thoughts. If you haven't already put your thoughts in there, give us some thoughts because that's what I want to hear. I want y'all thoughts in here too because y'all might put me on some game that I didn't know. Um, Ghost Pepper said, based upon being a first round pick alone, yes, Duckett was a bust. Still a solid addition for our Falcons. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but that's the first. Like I said, that's a first round tag. Yeah, like I said, just for the spectacle of the first round tag, you're automatically going to be a bust. But I wouldn't say it all depends on the impact that you made for the role that you played. Because you got first round picks that got picked all these times that really never quote unquote panned out as far as not having a significant role, but you have guys that completed a role. Because you got Michael Vick back there. You got Ward Dunn. Ward Dunn's already an established Pro Bowl back. So TJ Duckett wasn't going to get the kind of yardage that you would want him to get as a first round pick. So that's why I say I look at it like that. Yeah, the real said, yep, DVD. Okay, what else we got here? Jonathan Bell said the Falcons lost their way from running the damn ball. Yes, they did. But the thing about it is, I would they lost their way because of the splits. Because it wasn't like it was 50-50. Like, it was like once Matt Ryan won that MVP, they was trying to push it more 70-30, 60-40. I mean, it's fine, but the the one thing that we lacked it wasn't so much as running the damn ball. It was running the ball. It was getting them yardage in that 3rd and 1, getting them yardage in them 3rd and shorts, the goal line. And that's where it hurt the Falcons the most. Let's see. Tev, you came with another one. He said they thought Atlanta was going with wide receiver with Terrence Mathis. Must be on the wrong side of 3rd. That's why people may say he's a bust because they could have got TJ in the 2nd round, but Jamal not playing made it good. Yeah, you still needed backs. Like I say, even at that time when you didn't really hear too much about multi-backs, you had teams that still had them. I mean, like I said, that wear and tear is a motherfucker. So you need another back that'll take the pressure off. V came in here. Appreciate you joining in. V said, nah, he can't be a bust if he actually showed and gave us his all. See, Tat was a bust. Yeah. Because the reason why I'm glad you pulled that up. V, I'm glad you pulled that up because that's a good comparison as far as 1st round picks, the difference between a bust and not at all. See, Tat was brought in to play a role, and that was a role to be the cleanup guy. He was supposed to be the sack artist. He was supposed to be the 10-plus sack guy. Like I said, Vic Beasley wasn't getting it done like that. Well, he got it done the 1 year, but the thing about Vic Beasley was Vic Beasley wasn't giving you the 10 to 15, but he was giving you the 7s and the 8s. But you still needed another guy that can give you that 7 and 8. Tack didn't fulfill his role. TJ did. And that's the biggest difference between those two. Because if you look at Tack had 17 sacks in 4 seasons as a Falcon. That's not. Ooh, hold on. We got. We back in the game, baby. We back in the game. We had a small intermission that looked embarrassing online, but hey, we're gonna keep it in there because this is K Styles. We need a laugh. You see, StreamYard try to fuck with me. But let's see what we got here. YMOF Jamal, what's going on, man? Ephraim Jones, appreciate you joining in. What you got for me, Tony? Right? He said, I've been looking at last year's number around the league and saw that our starting running back, Mike Davis, had 59 receptions for 373 yards and 2 touchdowns. Now, that's an intangible for us. Check and make. And I actually have a video. I don't know if y'all seen it or not, but I actually have a video that I just put down a couple days ago talking about Mike Davis and them receiving yards. And like I said, that right there is definitely going to be a damn good intangible for us because we need all the security blankets we can get because that's going to open it up for Calvin Ridley and that's going to open it up for Kyle Pitts. Ephraim Jones said, Kwame Brown said we need to stop using the word bust. It depends on who you talking about. It depends on who you talking about. Yeah, I don't even know what to call it. I wouldn't even know what to call it if he don't want us to use the word bust. We could say, how about that? How about this? We're gonna use a new term. We just gonna say disappointment. He was a 1st round disappointment. We're gonna change the narrative. We're gonna do it here. He was a 1st round disappointment. Because we could use the word bust, but we have to remember we can't talk shit about a bust and we ain't out on the field doing the damn thing. So we could say 1st round disappointment. YMOF Jamal, what's going on, man? AFN family doing good. Appreciate you joining in, showing some love. Oh yeah, Teacher Red in the building. Hey, I know ain't none of y'all did y'all homework too, so that's why she came in here. She finna get y'all asses. But yes. That's yeah. The kiss of death. Yeah, it did it for me. I gotta get some voodoo. I gotta get some voodoo off my computer or something, boy. But it's all good. It's all good. We're gonna get a couple more comments and then we're gonna go to the next topic. He said I'm ready for ATL to be back to 3 running back pounding Michael Turner, uh, Tony Snelling, Jacquizz Rogers. Okay, I guess he's calling Mike Davis. He's gonna call him Michael Turner. and Jacquizz Rogers gonna be Javen Hawkins. Oh no. Never mind. I read it wrong. My bad. Yeah, Davis Austin Hawkins with side piece Cordero, but I'm gonna play both wide receiver running back. Yes. My bad. I read the comment wrong. But yeah, we definitely have to have a running back by committee. We do not have, I repeat, we do not have a Derrick Henry. Let me say it one more time because I'm going to say it again. We do not have a Derrick Henry, but you don't need a Derrick Henry. You need just to run the ball effectively. Just enough to get the pressure off of Matt Ryan throwing the ball 30, 40 times a game. But yeah. You see this, right? Y'all see this, right? Y'all ain't got y'all number 2 pencils, man. Teacher Red said y'all got the number 2 pencils ready because she gonna have a test on y'all asses. Yes, YMOF Jamal. Yes, RIP Greg Knapp. But let's go into the next topic we got going on here. And this actually is gonna go into where Greg Knapp falls into this. The significance of the DVD Russian attack. And we might have a few young Falcon fans that might not have been watching Falcons football around this time, but the DVD Russian attack, which stands for Dun Vic Duckett, was one of the best rushing attacks in the league for a period of time between 2004 and 2006. And guess who was the offensive coordinator at that time? Greg Knapp. Now, let's look at it. Thunder, lightning, hammer. Dunn, like I said, that was your Pro Bowl established back. Vic was the mismatch nightmare nobody wanted to face. And Duckett was the guy, it was the hammer that put the nail in the coffin. Because between 2004 and 2006, this was the number 1 rushing attack in the NFL. Especially, like I said, everybody had a key component in that running game. It wasn't just because Michael Vick was a nightmare, so people had to spy on him all day. You had to worry about Ward Dunn slashing through the line, hitting the outside, hitting them stretch zone plays. You had to worry about TJ Duckett coming in, bringing a whole nother energy of just pounding the ball down your throat. And that gave teams problems. But there was one more problem. This Falcons team was in the bottom 3 in the league in passing. Let me repeat that again. We was number 1 in rushing. On average of those 3 or 4 years we had the DVD attack, we averaged 29th in the league in passing. So we really didn't have the balance as everybody thinks it is. Like People can point the blame and say, well, Michael Vick didn't have the offensive line, he didn't have the wide receivers. And I know a lot of people, like to use the Tom Brady comparison. Tom Brady did. Tom Brady had the same exact type of receivers. They weren't great. They were good enough for him. They were okay. Because if Tom Brady wasn't throwing in the ball, they would nowhere to be found. And this is the one thing that will say about Michael Vick too. As exciting of a runner that he was missing a lot of receivers too. They had some drops, but he was missing a lot of receivers. Sorry, that's the truth right there. And his only problem was he couldn't hit receivers within 15 yards. He could hit them things down deep, but this offense wasn't predicated on him throwing the ball deep all the time. So that deep ball was always open. And then the fact that he was able to run outside the pocket and stretch that offense, stretch that pass rush out, it gave him the opportunity to get that window. But this is what we're talking about as far as balance. And the teams that win in this league has a certain balance. It's you can run the ball, but you have to have a threat of passing the ball. Mike Vick can run the ball, but he wasn't a threat passing the ball. Because even Algie Crumpler's best season was like 630 yards. Well, I got like I said, don't quote me on that, but I say it was right around 700 yards, which is not bad for a tight end. But still, that's where the significance of this rushing attack was, because we will always lead the league in time of possession. Because you run the ball, you run the clock. You run the ball, you run the clock. You drop back, Michael Vick scrambles out. You have to put a spy on him, so that's a defender occupied. But when it came to those teams like Philadelphia that had the athletes in the secondary, they would bust our asses every chance they get. So it was good to, like I said, remember Greg Knapp as offensive coordinator, running game number one, 3 years in a row, number one. But 3 years in a row, averaged 29th in the league in passing. Yeah, so don't tell me that Michael Vick was a better quarterback that we've ever had, because that's not true. Especially when you're only throwing the ball, completing on averages 55, 56% of your passes. Even back then in the NFL, that was still bad. That was inconsistency in throwing the ball. But let's get into some of these comments. I'm seeing what y'all feel about the DVD offense. I feel like it was great for the time it did, but it was no balance. Let's see, we got, hold on. Tony Wright said Tad McKinley was a buzz. Look at this Pitt UCLA teammate Jacob Tui Mariner made the team, was NFC Defensive Player of the Week in 2020. Yes, he was. But that is a definite, that shows you that it's not about where you got drafted. It's about how hard you work and how hard you're willing to put in that work. Not only on the field, but in the locker room and in the film room. And like I said, if you looked at it, Jacob Tatoy Mariner was a better end for us than Tad McKinley was. Or Tweety Bird, as we like to call him. And you say he won't do shit in Cleveland either. We'll see if he does. He has no expectations in Cleveland, so maybe that'll help him out a lot, or maybe it won't. Yes, Yusuke, I'm about to say appreciate you joining in, man. Yes, RIP to Greg Knapp. Mr. Motivator said there's going to be fights. Yes, usually the teams that have the most fights in practice are usually the ones that are the most solidified, and make it further in the season because those fights bring the team together. As crazy as it sounds. All right, let's see. Tab, you said that's what they about Lamar. Now he's nothing but the new age Vic, this generation's Vic. But I think Lamar is trying to get his passing better early. Vic took a while, did him going to jail to make it worse. Yeah, well, yes, that's the thing. And you also have to remember as well. Um, the problem with Vic and his passing was Jim Moore Jr. enabled him to not even worry about that. I mean, even as a professional, you must want to get better, but he kind of enabled him not to because Vic already had the fame. He was the Falcons. He was Atlanta for a while. He was he was the celebrity. So they didn't want to they wanted to cater to him. But yeah, Lamar, like I said, the thing about Lamar Jackson is his passing is not bad. He's not a bad passer. I think the issue with him is that offense doesn't coincide with him really throwing the ball, and he doesn't really have the receivers as well. He doesn't have the receivers as well. But yeah, like I said, with Lamar Jackson, at least I see him attempting to get better. It ain't so much of him trying to overthrow everybody, such and such and such. He just have to mature as a quarterback. Yes, that's what we were just talking about. That's what we talking about now. We talking about the DVD era. We talking about Ward Dunn and Michael Vick getting you down the field and TJ Duckett closing the closing job, being the closer. I tried to say something else, but I about forgot what I said. But it's all good. Well, so I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Um, do you believe that we can replicate that era as far as having those three different dynamics in the running game this year that can help this team get over the hump? Because like you said, we pretty much got a bunch of no-name running backs. But the thing about it is, if they fit a role, they fit the roles that they play. Like me personally, I think we could be as good as that DVD era right now with the running backs we got. The only difference is you're actually going to have a passing game behind it. There's the difference. There's a passing game behind it. There's the threat of the pass. See, the DVD era, and I'm going to say it again, the DVD era didn't have the threat of passing the ball. Like you got the threat of completing passes, but you ain't have a threat of a passing game. Mr. Motivator said, hell yeah. Get some yeses and nos in here now. We're going to get some yeses and nos. Yes, no, maybe, maybe not. You guys said if everything goes well, yes. And that's how it always goes. Like I said, if everything goes well, yes. But I think the difference between this backfield and that backfield back then is we have more versatility now with the running backs we have than we did with the DVD backfield. Because you have guys that can catch passes out the backfield. You have guys that can catch those dump passes and take them to the yard if need be. Because like I said, and we just said it earlier, Mike Davis caught 59 passes for 373 yards. Now you look at that 373 yards and be like, that ain't much. To dump off for some dump off passes, that's just enough you need. Then you got Cordero Patterson, who's basically a wide receiver and a running back. That's another threat right there. Quadri Olison can catch the ball out the backfield. Jamin Hawkins can catch the ball out the backfield. So even in those 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6s, you could put each running back out there. You could put either one of those running backs out there and not lose nothing. But the thing about each of those running backs brings something different, but they all can catch the ball. And that is the threat of the offense that we do like. Yeah. Hey, shout outs to VF Baller here, first and frame rage. Y'all make sure y'all go show him. Make sure y'all show him some love too, man. AFN affiliate. He said, and look who was throwing to Davis. Yes, Teddy Bridgewater. You talk. We call him the slant master. Yeah, the slant master was throwing him the ball. But even with that, but like I said, even with that, like I said, you still, like I said, it showed when you see him catch the ball. Because like I said, even like with 59 passes, you already see, okay, he has confidence in catching the ball. So you need to dump off pass for 5 yards. Bam, you got Mike Davis. You could throw a screen pass out the backfield that could go to the house. That's Cordero Patterson, Quadri Olson, a combination of both. Javen Hawkins, take it to the damn back. And like I said, I'm not even gonna shit on Keith Smith catching passes neither. My problem with Keith Smith is he don't need to be running curl routes on the outside. that was my issue with him. So you got another guy that got a little bit of confidence in catching the pass. That's why I said this backfield is going to be more dangerous than what we've had in a long time because we have a lot of guys that are versatile enough to catch the ball. Like we usually say run. We say run the damn ball. They can catch the damn ball. All right, Mafi said, what would be their weaknesses? Are you talking about this running back core? What would be their weaknesses? Or are you talking about back then with that DVD offense? Because if you're talking about weaknesses in this running back core, the weaknesses is, well, for right now, it just depends. It depends on who's out there. That's why I say you have 4 different running backs that have 4 different skill sets. But they all have a skill set that's vital to the team when catching passes. Like I said, Mike Davis he's the bowling ball. He's the UPS truck. Quadri Olison is the gazelle. Cordero Patterson is a transformer. And Javen Hawkins is the flashback there. So they all bring a different running style. So even if it's like a 3rd and 6, I'm gonna put this as an example. If it's a 3rd and 6, you throw Mike Davis out there. He can still catch passes. He'll run your ass over, but he still catch passes. Or you throw Cordero Patterson out there. He can be in the backfield, or you can motion him outside. Now you have a mismatch right there where a linebacker is going to be on him on the outside. Quadri Olson might be the weaker pass catcher out of the 4. But if you look at Quadri Olson, like I said, he's a bigger guy, but he's deceptively nimble. So that's a guy that, okay, passes too. He's a guy that can get you that 6 yards right there. Or you got Javen Hawkins, who's that guy who might catch a pass and break that bitch to the house. Like I said, that's a lot. That's a lot of variety right there. You can't choose just one. Yes, it's going. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We definitely know it's going to be efficient. That's why I ain't even say nothing. We already knew it was going to be efficient because that's what Matt Ryan likes to do. He likes to dump the ball to the running backs. He likes to throw the tight ends. Because we also have to remember them dump off passes are nothing more than an extension of the running game. It's like running the ball, but you're throwing the ball. So if he can get at least 6 to 8 of those type of passes per game, it's going to actually help him a lot, and it's going to actually help these running backs too because it's going to allow them to be in space to use what they know how to do, whether if it's Mike Davis and Quadri Olson running people over, or whether Javen Hawkins and Cordell Patterson juking folks out their shoes. This core's weaknesses, it just depends on who the running back is going out there. Javon Hawkins is a small guy. Um, Mike Davis is not a fast guy. Cordero Patterson, if you actually look at skill set as far as running back, Cordero Patterson might be the better out of the four. Just barely. Um, let's see. Ghost Peppers came in with one said the DVD offense kept defenses stacked in the box. More of it wouldn't capitalize. I still believe Reeves would eventually got more out of it by making him a quarterback first. Yes, that's the best point. That's the best point anybody that I've ever seen about talk about Michael Vick. Nobody talks about how Jim Moore Jr. didn't hold nobody accountable. Nobody talked about how Michael Vick's best passing year as a Falcon was under Dan Reeves the first year he started, where he threw for almost 3,000 yards, which was uncommon at that time, especially when it was a running game. So you get points on that one, man. Hey man, y'all better hit this damn like button, bro. We trying to get this algorithm thing up, man. I got help a brother out. Help me, help you, help me. uh boy, let's see what we got. Yep. Yeah. Well, cause he knew that Michael Vick running the ball brought in more tickets to the Atlanta Falcons than them actually winning. Let's keep it real. The fans didn't give a damn about the team winning. I'm talking about the casual fans didn't care about the team winning. They just wanted to see Michael Vick run the ball. That was it. Uh, Jonathan Bell said Mike Davis kind of reminded me of Frank Gore, but a little faster. I never thought about it like that. A little fast. I wouldn't say a little bit fast. I think Frank. Well, if you're talking about Frank Gore now, yeah, he's a little faster. But Frank Gore in his prime, Frank Gore was a little faster. But they kind of run similar though. I get what you're saying on that. So I definitely agree with that. Mafia came in here and said, "What does J Hawk bring to the table that Ito didn't?" I was an Ito fan. They kind of bring the same thing. It kind of they pretty much the same thing. The issue with Ito was Ito had the injury issues, the head issue, the leg issue. Like I said, he was injury prone. It was like every year it was a different injury. So they needed to replace Ito with a guy that had a similar skill set as him. I think the only thing is Javon Hawkins. I'll tell you what the slight difference between those two is that Javon Hawkins actually runs a lot stronger inside than most people give him credit for. He went undrafted because he was small. That don't mean a damn thing. That's all about heart. But the thing is, he knows how to protect himself in the hole too. So, um, let's see. Jarvis Williams, what's going on, man? Appreciate you hitting the like button. Um, yeah, Dan Reeves underrated in Falcons conversation. Yes, Dan. Yeah, and I will agree with the comment you just heard just now. If Dan Reeves would have still been the coach for the Falcons, at least the next 3 years after 2000, next 3 years before he got fired, Falcons would have had Super Bowl because he knew how to bring the best quarterback out of Michael Vick, and that's what he needed. Yes. Yes, they had a whole Nike had a whole commercial. The Michael Vick, but yes, because ESPN was getting a whole lot of viewership off of Michael Vick. He was getting a lot. He was getting a lot of viewership. Michael Vick had the number one selling jersey in the NFL from 2003 to 2007. What did that tell you? Not right there. Um, let's see. Facts. Okay. Tony Rice came with another one. He said, better at cutting back against the grain, running the football. Yeah, that's why I say he reminds me of Ward Dunn so much, because that was Ward Dunn's game. Is he knew how to cut that thing at the right time. It was like he run, oh, I my vision right there, bam, cut that bitch right there. That's what Javen Hawkins does well. Um, so that's why he's going to get some playing time this year, because, like I said, it's a different speed when he's out there. I just wanted to make sure I put that out there. I want to make sure I use the right word on that. Murphy said Mike Davis reminds me of Jonathan Stewart. Yeah, I see it. You know what? I definitely see that. I definitely see that. Yeah, Jonathan Stewart was that big back kind of guy too. But definitely. Um, said believe that Arthur Smith has looked at the 2016 film too. Yes, I don't know if he looked at the 2016 film, because if you actually look at that 2016 team compared to the team that he just was an offensive coordinator for the last few years in Tennessee, it's pretty much the same damn offense. Almost the same offense. They got wrinkles in there where they splitting tight ends in different spots and splitting running backs out wide. And, well, you can't really do that with Derrick Henry, but we just say it's a mismatch opportunity with this offense than 2016. 2016 wasn't so much a mismatch. It was more so we running the ball, we got the balance, we got the play action game, but all the guys were pretty much literally stationary in their one spot. Let's see what else we got. Terror Artist 404, what is going on, homie? Y'all make sure y'all show him some love. That's your Madden gamer right there. Make sure y'all show him some love on behalf. If y'all go and watch his videos on behalf of just K Styles, just say K Styles brought me here. If y'all ain't watched them already, that's people's right there. Old man 803. He said, "Do you think this team can make the playoffs this year? And what do you think we really have to be good at as a team to make the playoffs?" They can make the playoffs this year. Red zone efficiency. That's going to be the main thing. It's going to be scoring touchdowns in the red zone. That's about that's going to be the main thing. It wasn't so much, like I said, the running game was okay last year. They didn't have no variety. They ran the same two running plays every time, which was up the gut, draw play. Hold on. DVD was the shit. Yeah, yes. He said he was his favorite because he held him accountable. He brought the best out of him. That's what Dan Reeves did. He brought the best out of the play. If y'all haven't watched, if y'all go to the AFN channel and look up the interview with Chris Draft and Keenan Forney, they will tell you when Dan Reeves when he was in that locker room, you best know y'all better be on y'all behavior. Cause he said he said helmets in hand, staying at attention to detail. Um, that like I said, that was the biggest difference. Oh boy, here we got Rose City. We got Rose City in the building. Appreciate you coming in, man, showing some love. We still gonna beat y'all this year. Don't worry about that. But appreciate the love. Oh, wait a minute. King Jaffe Joe says Mike Davis remind me of Pierre Thomas low key. I think he's more physical than Pierre Thomas was. Not saying Pierre Thomas wasn't physical, but he's a little bit more physical than Pierre Thomas. Pierre Thomas didn't really specialize in nothing, but he just knew how to get the job done, which is a good quality to have, especially if you got a guy that's not really known like that. As long as you know how to get that job done. Hold on. If Cool leads in points, that means we no playoff bound. No, that doesn't mean we're not playoff bound. It just still means that we have to like like let's look at last year. We had games where Young Way Cool kicked 4 field goals on average of 3 to 4 field goals a game. If you take one of those field goals away and put a touchdown behind it, that's a W. And most of those came in red zone inefficiencies, which comes down to creativity in the play calling because there wasn't no creativity. Uh, let me see. Little mismatches at times had Levine Toilolo scoring on long touchdowns with our two tight end sets. The game in Seattle and the game in Tampa comes to mind. You remember that game against Chicago? I'm trying to think, was it 2017? Where they kind of ran that Toy Lolo ran an underneath route. They were crossing the tight ends, but the thing was no, they didn't cross tight, but Toy Lolo crossed across the formation, and he ran a wheel up the sideline, and nobody was on him. That's kind of like a Falcons staple play right there, and we have to get back into running those type of plays. But that's where the running game and that's where the threat of the play action pass will do to you. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. First and frame, man, say the best, right? Via baller, say the best. He needs to lead in extra points. Yes, we need extra points. We don't need. We need him kicking 1-pointers, not 3-pointers all the time. Oh man, 803 said, "Can Kyle Pitts really wear number 8 as a tight end?" I thought they had. Nah, they changed the rule this year. This year, all the skill players, all the players can wear whatever number they want, rather it be single digit or double digit. But the thing about it is, if you're an older player, like if you're a player on a team, like let me use that as an example. Calvin Ridley. So if Calvin Ridley would have changed the number from 18 to 3 like he did in college, Calvin Ridley would have to buy out all his stock and jerseys, buy out his jerseys, pay the NFL the money for those jerseys to switch to that number. So they switch. They just made the new rule this year. I guess they wanted to try something different. I don't know what the hell. I appreciate y'all leaving these questions and leaving these comments in here, man. Like I said, we appreciate it. Like you said, we use these comments and videos actually, so that's why I say y'all leave comments and questions very important. If you say hashtag Ask K Styles or hashtag Ask Mad Mike. Because, like I said, y'all give us the content that y'all want us to talk about. And this is what AFN is about. It's not just about us. It's not about me. It's not about Mike. Not about Maggie. It's not about anybody else affiliated. It's about the people watching here and leaving y'all questions and comments and stuff. Hold on. Jarvis West said, what do you think about Hawks at the same time? That's a possibility. And the thing about it is you have two guys that you can split out wide. That's a dangerous that's actually a deadly combination because with Cordero Patterson, you don't know where he's gonna end up. He could be in the backfield, but he can end up out wide and just be as effective. He'd be even more effective. That's the mismatches that we're talking about. That's the type of offense that we want. We want that unpredictability. We want the defenses to see the unpredictability, so it'd be like, okay, we know you're not finna do this, or oh, this guy, we got Julio over here, so we know you're gonna throw to him. So we're gonna bracket that. We taking that away, but we got a little certain thing right here just in case. Now it's like, okay, you got Calvin here, but with the mismatches, you put Kyle Pitts outside, inside backfield, Cordell Patterson, slot, you don't know where anybody's gonna line up at, and that's what this team needs. It's the unpredictability. That helps the quarterback. Um, let's see. Is Matt Ryan our guy, and why is it bad that I gave up on him? Second half, Matt gave me a heart attack. Yes, he is that guy. But the thing is, you have to put him in an offense that he's most comfortable in. And the type of quarterback that Matt Ryan is a balanced play action offense. That's where his skill set is. See, a lot of people looked at him and looked at, okay, we're looking at the Patrick Mahomes. We're looking at the deep ball throw. We're looking at the guys that got these strong rocket arms all the time. We're looking at the young guys that can run. But think about this: outside of Patrick Mahomes, when's the last time a quarterback? Well, really, Patrick Mahomes not even really a running quarterback. To be honest with you, he's an improviser. So when's the last time? And I said with the running quarterback, when's the last time a running quarterback has won a Super Bowl outside of Russell Wilson? Oh, let me look at that. So Russell Wilson, dude. Yeah, outside of Russell Wilson. So it's not always about like. I know you're not saying this, but this is like kind of like things that people will say. They will say, "Well, he can't run the ball." We know the game is getting to that, but at the moment right now, it's not a necessity. But yeah, like I said, as long as you have the running game and let him be a play action quarterback, which is what his and run no huddle. No huddle and play action is where his game is at best. That's the type of offense that he needs. And usually quarterbacks that hit about 36, 37, you want to kind of shorten the throws up. That's how a Tom Brady been playing so long. That's how a Drew Brees has been playing so long. You're shortening up the throws for him. But he can still hit you deep only when he needs to. But the thing is, like I said, if you gave up on him, you just gave up on him. But the main thing is if you still sticking with the team and you back giving him a chance, that's like I said, that's a good thing because I feel like with the balance, you're going to actually see a better Matt Ryan with the balance and with the creativity. And I know a lot of Matt Ryan obsessors at this point might watch this video at this point and thumbs down it because I said it. I don't give up. I don't care. um, let's see. You said Russell is an improviser too. But if you put it in that case, when the last time a running quarterback has even won a Super Bowl? If you put it in that case, I no Russell is a running quarterback, but he learned early. He learned early on that once you be in this league a while, you have to win within the pocket. You have to know how to pick your spots running the ball. That's what Russell does. He's an improviser, but he's a scrambling quarterback. But the thing is, he picks his spots when he's scrambling. But he gets sacked a lot too. Wait a minute. Wait, Jarvis. What? I bet your Falcons that would make the stat swim covering the end zone. I bet the Falcons will score TDs there. Hey, they probably would. It'd be the first 100-point game in NFL history. They do that. She's annoying as hell as a rapper. She is bad though, so I ain't even gonna flex on that. So we said Mafia said save the last dance at Ryan. Oh, get the out of here. All right. Tony Wright said, I truly believe that our Atlanta Falcons and the New York Giants will be the two surprise teams in the NFC as they both will rise to the top of their respective divisions, in my humble opinion. Yeah, the Giants, like I said, ain't no guarantee anybody's gonna be what. We all can just speculate as far as who we think would be the surprise team. We don't know. The NFC East is a grab right now. I was trying to find another word to say it, but I ended up with 5 different phrases at one time, so I just used the simplest one. His boy Mafia said, "Say the last dance for Matt Ryan." I hated the movies. Oh, reason why I say Giants: Leonard Williams, Danny Shelton, Dexter Lawrence, and they starting on. Hey, the only thing now the defense is not going to be the problem. The problem is going to be the offense with the Giants. Can Daniel is going to be can Daniel Jones cut down the turnovers? It's going to be can Saquon Barkley stay? Can this offensive line hold up at all? So the defense ain't going to be the problem. It's going to be the offense. I got my drinking partner on here, Sonya. Then my drinking. The Dirk Cutter held back the entire offense. Yes, yes, he did. You run the same 7, 8, 9 plays, 40 times a game, bro. You get too predictable. That's all it was. It was too predictable, and they long develop. They were long developing plays too. Like, and that was the issue. Like I said, you had long develop. You had on average. I think they said you had on average of routes in the playbook. Average routes was 10 to 11 yards. Yeah, that's not gonna cut it. Your quarterback's gonna get sacked a lot for that, especially if your offensive line is not gelled yet or has not played well. Like I said, we had 300 pounds of pudding at left guard. Both of them didn't work out. Um, Alice Matt wasn't playing well last year because he didn't got old on us. So that's how it be. Um, let's see. Get a couple more comments in, and let's see. Hold on, wait. Devontae Freeman trying to come back to the Falcons. Oh boy, that backfield too crowded. He can't do it. They ain't gonna bring him back. We don't need retreads. We got some new treads. We don't need retreads. Well, we got a couple of them, but at least they still got some tread on them. I like Devontae Freeman. I like his heart, but he ain't gonna fit. He ain't gonna fit in with this squad, especially if you're trying to keep him young. You want the young guys to play. He got too. Yeah, Devontae Freeman got too many concussions. I don't think they want to risk that. Anybody you guys picking up before the preseason start, or is the roster set? I think it's set for now. I think it just depends. It's going to really just depend really after preseason. It's going to depend middle of preseason. I think the roster set. I think they're confident enough with the guys they have now because you got the young. These are young guys, and that's the thing. These are young guys. It's a young team. So they're not going to stunt their growth as far as bringing in a veteran to take away their opportunity to get snaps. Now, if it gets on later, if it gets on right around the beginning of the season, maybe the first couple weeks, and they feel like there's a spot that's not producing as well, then they'll bring in a veteran to fill in that void. I'm putting it out here just for him, Justin Houston. Yeah. I mean, if they're going to do it before the preseason, Justin Houston might be the most logical guy that I could think they could bring in. But if it's not him, I don't think they'll touch anybody else. Wait. You said Ann Coleman want to come? Oh shit! Oh man! Oh Lord have mercy! Oh boy, hold on. Let me clean these glasses off right quick. Oh man, we can't be bringing back ties with nails in them. We can't do that. They ties got nails in them. They gonna go flat. Oh Lord. They talking about trying to bring the old game back together. Nah, they ain't gonna do that. All right, Mike said Kendall Sheffield or Fabian for starting corner. Fabian Moreau. You need the experience out there. You need somebody that's experienced in this league on the other side of AJ Terrell. About easy as I can see. Yeah, Jarvis. That's why I said you cannot be bringing in tires with nails in them. And got screws all in there. They ain't got no tread. They bare assed. Nah, you can't bring them both back. Especially like I said, especially now that you got the Folsom, you got the Fantastic Four back there right now. Nah, you don't want to bring them back. Let's see. He said you blow on Tevin Coleman and he falls down. I'm gonna tell you something about that, bro. You may do that, but the one thing I give him credit on is when he see a hole, he's finna hit that motherfucker. He may not stay up, but he'll hit that hole when you need him to. They want to come back, go see they got their pictures on it. People, that should tell you something. That should definitely tell you something. That definitely tell you something. They said they've been gone away from Atlanta for about 3 or 4 years now, and now they want to come back. That tells you something. That's what YMO Jamal said here. You know something special brewing down here. They want to come back and be a part of it. We got too many running backs. We damn sure already got too many tight ends. We don't need too many tight ends and running backs. Nah, cause like I said, if you want to see Javen Hawkins play, you want to see Quadri Olsen play, those two can't come back. Bit Low Country Sports, what's going on? What's going on, Coach? What you know good, man? What you know good? Jarvis Williams said, "This ain't no goddamn how Stella got her groove back." Nope, Stella groove gone. That move's gonna be called Stella groove is gone. Hell to the no. Wait a second. Hell no to the no. Hell to the no. But we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up for the night. I appreciate everybody chilling with your boy. Got this 6-man combo going. I want y'all to let me know, how do y'all feel about this throwback talk that we had today? Is this something that y'all would like to see a lot more often? If you do, you can put up some thumbs, some yeses or some nos. And we can talk about some old players and their significance. And who is that? Hmm.
Hell no. To the no. Hell to the no. I just wanted to sing that. That's all.
All right, Mike. So what you think? You think we need to go ahead and get this? I need to go ahead and do this throwback talk right quick because it kind of brought me.
Man, I think it's catchy. I like it. I like it. Yeah. You get to educate people who like the people who didn't see it. There's a lot of people who didn't see Michael Vick, and they are real, like, they big fans of the Falcons, but they don't necessarily get shows. Like, there's nowhere you can go to get the throwbacks. If we don't do it, they're not gonna get it. We know we're not getting on ESPN. We know Fox ain't finna do it. So we might as well look. That's something that y'all want. Like, let's do it. Let's get that.
Hey, so I think we got an approval from Mad Mike Sports. I'm looking for approval from the people in the chat.
Yeah, throw them. Look,
throw the thumbs up. Throw them thumbs up. Hold on. What Stone Cold do? Give me a hell yeah!
Oh hell yeah! Oh hell! I try to say it like you. Oh hell
yeah! What?
What? I can't get my voice that raspy.
Oh, yeah. Hey, yeah. I see Low over there. He getting hit. Oh, pop lock. Hey, I don't want to break out in the pop locking mode on y'all asses neither.
Hey, I
Hey,
can do a moonwalk. I can do a
I
mean
throw a little bit on
moonwalk.
the pop lock. Boom. Mm, mm,
Yeah, I am a
Now, I
Jackson.
throw a little bit of that
I
in
am a Jackson, goddamn. I am a Jackson.
I do. Hey.
I'm so
I
not kidding about it.
Hey, hey,
That's my great
hey, look,
grandfather.
hey, Mike, I'm about to say, they better watch out one of these days. They might catch my ass doing the worm on camera.
That would be funny. I record that shit.
I might do the worm on that. I'll do the whole stick and stool.
Hey, I like it.
Exactly. But got anything you want to go ahead and close out with? What you want to say?
Hey man, just continue to support your boys here at Atlanta Falcons Nation, man. Just sent out, a special condolences out to the Knapp family. I don't think people realize how influential he has been for this organization. We talk about, Matt Ryan, and he's played coach for several teams, the Raiders, the Jets, the Niners early in his career with the Walsh and all those guys, but he's been influential to the two. Look, I'm just saying Michael Vick and Matt Ryan are the two greatest quarterbacks in our franchise. No disrespect to other quarterbacks, but I didn't necessarily see Bartkowski play. I didn't really see him. Hold up, did I get that name right?
Steve Bartkowski.
Yeah, Bartkowski. I don't know why I was thinking Bart Simpson. I don't know why I was thinking that. But yeah.
No, that's Chris Miller right there. That's Chris Miller.
Yeah. But yeah, he's coach Michael Vick. He was the architect of Right Alone. He helped design that DVD Attack with Don, Vic, and Duckett. He helped mold that. So I don't think people realize how influential he is to this organization. Not only did he help Michael Vick, but he's been with Matt Ryan for quite some time now. And like everybody like to say, Dirk Cutter and Mike Mularkey, but Greg Knapp has been a wonderful coach for Matt Ryan. And I don't think Matt Ryan could have done it. And I expect Matt Ryan to have a statement coming real soon, as far as his, what he meant to him. But like I said, man, if y'all can go find his wife on Instagram, Twitter, or whatever, man, please send them all the love that they got, because he is a special guy to this organization. So that's what I want to say, man. Rest in peace, Greg Knapp.
There's a nap. All right, but like I said, y'all continue to support your boy JK Styles. If y'all look at the bottom of the ticker, you can follow me on Twitter at JustKStyles87 and Instagram KStyles6man. Like I said, if you want to go ahead and y'all leave y'all suggestions there, you could DM me at Twitter or at Instagram. Right there. You got about a few seconds. You can do that here. So we're gonna put the music up.
Oh, that's my Biz Marquee.
That
person right there.
Boom, boom.
Boom.
Also, RIP to Biz Marquee.
Biz Marquee, baby.
Yeah, man. That like somebody said before, that's a goofy looking motherfucker. But the thing about it was his imprint on hip hop is not gonna be forgotten. It's legendary.
Never, ever.
Exactly. So we didn't get a chance to really do it the last couple shows, but just wanted to say that right quick before I get off. So Like we say at AFN, like I say, continue to follow everybody AFN and AFN related. We say we ain't here to play. We here to stay. You ain't got to go home.
But you gotta get the hell out of here.
Deuces. And chicken grease.